What's going on, everyone? Welcome to a brand new video series here on the channel. Today we are going to be looking over a recap of my week 1 matches in Burno's Showdown League. His link is in the description. Please go give him a follow. He makes wonderful content. I am just one of the many people participating in his Showdown tournament. It's all Gen 8 random doubles. I'm not very good at it, but we're here to have fun. We're going to be doing these videos once a week, just going over, recapping with some commentary over my 3 matches, and this is week 1. So here we go. Here we go for match 1. We got Charizard Togedemaru against Hitmonlee Porygon. I think we had a solid team here. We kind of got messed around with our starters, like what I started with versus what he started with. That's fine. I know Protect is a big deal, especially in random doubles. You kind of go Protect early, see what your opponent's rocking with. So that's what we try to do with Charizard. We go Nuzzle on the Hitmonlee, trying to get the Parahacks going. But it went to Porygon and has Lightning Rod, which missed. Not sure why it went to Porygon instead of Hitmonlee. That's what we were targeting. That's the first time I noticed that. I missed that in the game. We make a big mistake here. We bring out Garchomp looking to go Sword Dance because the setup Garchomp is trouble. So we get the Sword Dance off, miss the Air Slash. I should have known Porygon had Ice Beam. That one shot, Garchomp was down. We're down 4-6 early against a very good Pokemon player who I play frequently, so he knows me. He knows my strengths, my weaknesses. So with the start we had, bringing out the Garchomp, not good. Having the Nuzzle go off against Porygon, giving him a special attack boost, not good. We're already kind of looking into an impossible situation. I don't give up yet. I'm still not playing great. We are trying to go at the Hitmonlee with Psychic, try to Heat Wave as well, which does hit both. That goes get some chip damage. He knock off, that does a ton against Gothitelle. We get a burn on Hitmonlee, and Hitmonlee drops. Toxic against Gothitelle. Gothitelle's going to be down soon. He brings out her Shifu. First thing I need to do with the Water type coming in, switch out the Charizard. We don't want that taking powerful water moves. That's what we do. We try to go Psychic against our Shifu, and we bring in Suicune to replace Charizard. I do think that was a good play. He goes Protect on Porygon, U-turn, kills the Gothitelle. So the only reason we brought in Suicune, he's now got type advantage against that because he brings in Serena. We do have a free switch in after the Gothitelle death. We bring in Charizard back in to go at Serena. Try to go Toxic on the Porygon, go Heat Wave again, do some chip damage against both. It doesn't do enough. Do get a burn on Serena, which is nice. I only get Toxic off. But Power Whip takes half. He Toxics my Charizard, which is not good. Now Charizard's on the timer. We know at this point we're probably going to lose, but we want to salvage points for standings, get as many knockouts as we can. He reads the Overheat. He switches Serena to save a knockout. Toxic to Suicune. So now we're double Toxic'd up. It's only a matter of a couple of turns before we're down 1-5. So we want to maximize the damage we can. Try to take at least one knockout before then. He likes to use Protect a lot, so he saves the Porygon there. We should have doubled up on a Shifu. I consider Protect, but it's literally only a couple of turns left. We're going to go, I think we went Overheat. We missed the Air Slash. He close combats and misses. The Tailwind kills. We get the kill on Porygon. So we do take another knockout and cut it to 4. Bring out the Yveltal. He brings in her Legendary of his own. We do want to kill the Urshifu, if at all possible. A Sucker Punch. Charizard goes Heat Wave to try to do some chip damage on both. I probably should have just focused up on Landorus there. Sucker Punch did a lot. Heat Wave missed, unfortunately. Charizard dies. He U-turns to save the Urshifu. Because obviously winning with 4 is better than winning with 3. Yveltal's looking at an impossible battle here. I do have super effective moves against the Dusknoir. So my goal is, okay, take the Dusknoir out. Maybe we can get a third KO here. I go Sucker Punch because of priority. And it fails, unfortunately. He misses a Focus Blast, misses the Will-O-Wisp. I say, screw it, I'm not going for the miss. I do go Knock Off and hit for a bunch of damage. He misses a Focus Blast, but doesn't miss the Will-O-Wisp. We consider Oblivion Wing here to try to heal. But we know this is probably our last turn, so we do manage to take the knockout on Dusknoir with Knockoff if we manage to hit it. So that's what we go with. Just trying to salvage points. He hits the Focus Blast, Citrus Berry heals. We kill Dusknoir. I know now I absolutely have to heal, so we're going to go for Oblivion Wing instead of Roost to try to kill the Urshifu. Was that's what we should have done. We went Landorus, he protects, kills us, and that's going to be a game 1 loss. Going into game 2, we've got Espion Artillery against the Corviknight Gorgeous. We do make an early mistake, which I think probably wound up costing us the game. We decided to Dynamax the Artillery on the first turn because it had advantage on Corviknight and Gorgeous. So, like, in theory, that's not that bad, but I still think it was probably a mistake in hindsight. We're going to go Shadow Ball at the Gorgeous to try to do some damage. He did go Protect turn 1. It's fine. Shadow Ball does about half. Power Whip then responds at 70% of our damage. Max Flare does take the Corviknight knockout, so that was smart. We do have Moody boosting the Artillery up. Unfortunately, it's taken enough damage now. It's probably not going to be around much longer. They bring in Arctozolt. We're going Max Flare. It's an Ice type, so like we have advantage there again. But he's also electric, so he's got advantage on Artillery. We take the Gorgeous. He responds with a crit, killing the Artillery. But Artillery took 2 knockouts, so maybe it wasn't that bad. But wasting the Dynamax early kind of felt like a bad thing. We then make another mistake. Bringing in Flygon against an Ice type was stupid. I know Earthquake hits both. We managed to protect, so we do a lot of damage. But then Citrus Berry heals Arctozolt back up. Scizor sets up, and he responds with an Ice move, which one-shots our Flygon. We bring in Heracross, and we freeze up here a bit. I struggle with what to use on which. I think I was in a position where I could have won this game, but this is when I start to really make mistakes. He Dynamaxes the Scizor, Arctozolt protects, Psychic does not much. We miss the close combat, Max Flutterby kills the Espeon, and cuts Heracross' speed, and we get burned. Not sure if it was doing an item or if it's just something I missed. Cobalion Ferrothorn is all we have left. We went from being in the lead to now trailing. I bring in Ferrothorn. Again, I froze up in this match. I didn't know what to do. Close combat again. I'm trying to take a knockout. And then we go Power Whip against the Scizor. Try to close combat and kill the Arctozolt, which we do. So that takes another knockout, but we lower our own stats. Max Steel Spike kills us. Power Whip does almost nothing against Scizor. That was a bad call. But again, with Ferrothorn in, we didn't know what to do. We should have gone Cobalion. Cobalion was fighting, but we decide on Stone Edge. Don't know if that was the right call. I made a lot of really bad calls in the back half. I started out so good, and then fell apart so quickly. We Stone Edge and miss. Mesprit sets up. Max Knuckle nearly kills Cobalion. We Gyro Ball for almost nothing. Now I'm thinking I just want to take a knockout to try to salvage some points in the standings. We are going to opt for close combat against the Scizor, and then a Gyro Ball or a Power Whip against the Mesprit. See how that turns out for us. Nope, we changed our mind. We close combat. Oh no, yeah, and we decided to double up on Scizor just to make sure we get the kill. Dazzling Gleam. We go Power Whip. It misses. Cobalion did die. We go Leech Seed at Scizor. I don't know what the heck we were thinking. Like maybe heal some chip damage on the Scizor. It didn't work. Bug Bite kills us for a game 2 loss here. And now for the third and final game of the week. We start with Weavile Kyogre. Not a bad way to start. The plan is to go Triple Axle / Ice Shard to try to take out the Aromatisse. But I make a mistake early on. I should have just doubled up on the Aromatisse. Instead, I didn't realize I was choiced. So whatever I selected first with Kyogre is what we went with. We tried to Thunder on the Glalie. It didn't work as a Protect. We're stuck in it. They hit us with a Thunder, which gets the Para, which sucks. We should have swapped Kyogre there immediately. Like that should have been the very next thing we did. Was go for the switch. So Kyogre drops. So we're down the mon already. We bring in Heat more as a counter to Glalie. Go Protect to see what they're going to do. We Triple Axle, which unfortunately doesn't get the kill. They disable it. And then Moonblast, which kills the Weavile. So we're down that. Moody, that ability on Glalie, I do think was the biggest factor in this game. Getting those defense boosts early meant that even with type advantage, I couldn't touch that thing. I brought in Dragapult, which was a mistake. because again, Glalie just gonna go ice, and then doubling down on the Dragapult and Dynamaxing it, just that cost me. Like if I hadn't already cost myself the match by that point, that was definitely it. But Dragapult's got good attack, so I try to maximize and deal as much damage as I can. But yeah, going Dragapult while Glalie was still there was a mistake. Dragapult dies. Fire Lash does next to nothing. We bring in Hitmonlee. At this point, we're down 3-6, and the only real goal is, let's see if I can, how many points I can get. Let's see if I can take a couple knockouts. We take out the Aromatisse. I've already kind of admitted defeat. I'm not taking the Glalie down. And then he brings out a Water type, which means the Heatmor is going to be dropping very, very soon. Aqua Jet takes us down to just about half. Then Freeze Dry does some damage with Hitmonlee. We manage to get rid of the Citrus Berry. We get Rock Tomb, which doesn't do enough. Kind of doubling down on Azumarill at this point. We know we're not taking the Glalie. Water Pulse does a bunch of damage. Fire Lash on Glalie does next to nothing. Again, we should have just targeted the Azumarill, but we didn't. So yeah, down 3-5 against a massively protected Glalie. Goes Protect. We can't touch it. They Earthquake. So Heatmor's nearly dead. Hitmonlee's down to half. We just have gotten Glalie to half. So I go double up. I go Poison Jab. Earthquake takes us down. Hitmonlee, Excadrill is all we got left. Going after Glalie was a mistake. I got the Mamoswine just to get the points. And then Azumarill comes back out, and they manage to finish us off with an Aqua Jet, Max Quake. We do take one more kill before succumbing to the loss.
What's going